the faculty and staff of PA College of Engineering Technology, the esteemed guests and invitees, parents, the press and the media present here, and my dear young, dynamic and vibrant engineering graduates. It's indeed my great pleasure and honor to address this 6th convocation of the PA College of Engineering and Technology. I am thankful to the management of this college for inviting me on this memorable occasion of the young graduates present over here. This institute has distinguished itself as a pre-eminent institution of technology study, which is very much evident from its placement record of giving placement offers to 431 students against the total number of 476 current students of 2017 batch. This feat could be only possible by the virtue of your hard work and the supporting staff, particularly the devotion and dedication to quality teaching of the teaching faculty, coupled with the vision of this college management. It gives me an immense pleasure to acknowledge the dynamic leadership of Dr. P. Appakutti and the management committee members of this esteemed institution. My dear young graduates, today marks an important day in your life and a significant milestone in your journey. Entering into this institution in the midst of facing intense competition, and you all have pursued your academic work with great dedication, and finally you have earned your degrees and awards today. Of course, it is a moment of pride for you as much as it is for your professors, parents, and for all those who were also indirectly contributing by various means in shaping your life so far. You can recall that your mission for higher learning began here with great passion. But know for sure that this thirst will not end here. It will continue till you feel fully confident of meeting the uncertainties and challenges of the real life and dealing with the success and failures effectively with a positive attitude. We all know that the learning is a continuous process, and we should carve for learning with application of our knowledge for the betterment of our society. I am sure that each one of you have different dreams that will drive you to higher levels of achievements and make your life a meaningful note in your song of life. My dear young friends, you are all the ambassadors of this unique nation, and you all are also custodians of this very rich tradition of antiquity with modernization. As we all march towards becoming a much developed nation, it is not a surprise that India is a very young country. Half of its population is under the age of 25. 2/3 are less than 35 years. India is likely to have the world's largest workforce by 2027, with 1 billion of people aged between 15 and 64, and so your role invariably becomes very crucial and increasingly important. At this juncture, everyone among you is an engineering graduate, and you will find no difference among all. And it's the same way we also see you from here. If so, then how and who among you will make a difference? The answer is lying within each and every one of you only. What you are today and what you will be tomorrow is wholly by your own act. With the growing technology available on the moon, in the compact form for easy handling by every citizen of the country, I do not want to dwell upon the challenges that you will face in your respective technical domain. As this institution had already sharpened your skills for the past 4 years to make you feel competent and confident enough to handle them efficiently. My only advice above all to the young graduates assembled here, based on my little experience, is please remember the 4 A's in your life, which could be handy in dealing with all ages and walks of your life. The first A is accumulate, second A, adjustment, third A, act, fourth A, action. Accumulate, adjustment, act and action. Accumulate is related to our mind and knowledge. Adjustment is related with our heart and relations. Act is related with our guts and lead by example. And finally, the action, which is related to our limbs and healthy life. An individual who is able to strike a balance among these 4 A's in the right proportion, then he or she would be able to live a meaningful life at every stage. As a good son, good daughter, good sibling, good husband, good wife, good parent to your children in the future, good employer, good employee, good leader, good citizen, and finally, a good human. Am I right? Yes or no? Now, coming to the first A, accumulate. It is related to the mind, which is a source of knowledge that includes following ingredients: basic intelligence, which is intelligence which you develop by studying day-to-day activities by when you go for campus interview, they'll ask the test your basic intelligence. Correct? They'll give you some questions, you will answer. That's a basic intelligence. Next is the practical intelligence. This is different. This intelligence basically tells you how to handle yourself in a particular situation. That's different. So your basic intelligence is not like practical intelligence, they are two different. Then resource management, very important in your career. In a personal life, in a professional life, resource management is very important. With available resources, either it is limited or excess, you should be able to find a solution. That's very, very important. Next, curiosity. Curiosity to learn, to develop your knowledge, to know things, what's happening, why it is happening, how it is happening, why not this way. That curiosity has to be there. Then logical reasoning. Any decisions has to have a logic. Without logic, decisions doesn't stand strong. So you should have a logical reasoning in your thinking, evaluation, and finally materialization. And prioritization. Very, very important. As a student, you should know priority for a day, what I'm supposed to do. This subject I should read first, which is important for the day. I cannot read things which are going to happen after 10 days. Today is what? So that prioritization is very important. That only will come when you know, when you have all these qualities of your intelligence, practical intelligence, curiosity, knowledge, everything you have, then you will start prioritizing what to do for the particular amount of time. This also plays a major role in arranging available resources in uniform and systematic way. It wants to produce effective results. In a nutshell, the efficiency to accumulate the above said ingredients results to the good planning and organizing capability of an individual. This is very important when you go and work outside, when you teach, when you become a scholar, you should know to plan and organize each and everything. Next, coming to the second A, that is adjustment, is concerned, is mode of social adjustments. Today, the present scenario of mobile phones taking priority in our life, you might forget anything but not the mobile phones. That has taken more than anything in our life. We forget our dear ones, we forget our dear ones, we forget our elders, everything. Mobile phone has taken a complete place. I still remember when we used to study in college, whenever we go by bus, we used to talk to neighbors and ask them, where are you from, how are you? But now you see, go and see bus, even here also people are using mobile phones, chatting in WhatsApp, sharing emojis, telling good morning in emojis. Correct? And English has become pathetic. You don't know to speak English only. They started using all code languages. How are you? Happy birthday, HPD. Short form. How are you? HOW. How are you? We have become lazy. Then how will we develop our vocabulary? How will we develop English? And English has become very versatile because your WhatsApp is giving different meanings also now. So you can show your English skills by just scrolling down and going for other options and equal words and try to impress people that I am very good in English. But when you talk to him directly, you talk about how bad he is. Correct? So the social adjustment is very important. If the social adjustment is so bad, that's why we see so much of old age homes coming out like mushrooms. Wherever it's just developing old age homes. We lost that attachment. But it's very, very important. Not here, even when you work, you're supposed to adjust with your peers. You're supposed to adjust with your seniors. You're supposed to adjust with your subordinates. This comes only if we talk. One-to-one talk, you will understand a lot of things. You can correct yourselves. That's very, very much lacking in the scenario. WhatsApp group has gone to this level of WhatsApp group has come to street. Lakshmipuram street, WhatsApp group just became a WhatsApp group now. But then the neighbor also became one of the members. The whole street is in one WhatsApp group. Early stage used to come out and play. But nobody is coming. Because in the game, you come to know what you are. That's why they encourage team games, team sports. Team sports they encourage particularly football and not volleyball. Volleyball is not you are playing in the court, your own court. Correct? No? Basketball you go and play the other sport. You have to handle the situation in the other field. That means I am playing from this side, I have to go on the other side. I have to tackle the gentleman and then hit the goal. It gives a lot of information. Lot of thought process is gone. Why people encourage group games? You know how to adjust, how to defend your enemy, how to handle your enemy. Enemy is different. Not that way you are talking about fighting a war. But your own people, like for example, you are working in one of your company in one domain, you are going to handle other domain people also. So when you play these group games, you will understand how to handle the people in other domains. That's why when they interview people, they ask what is your hobbies. People write drawing, singing, reading books, listening music, everything, but no social involvement. Myself alone, I am in a small cocoon, sitting idle. I will listen music, I will read books, I will, one more thing, reading blogs. The new thing just come, reading blogs in your Facebook or whatever things there. So everything has become very personality, individual oriented. We are not opening up, because we are not opening up, we are not confident. Only if people talk to people, you will confident handle situations. So you should be able to come out. So the social adjustment is very, very lagging. Okay, now you have got a marks, you have got a place in a company, you are happy, but you cannot sustain, you don't have a social adjustment capability. You cannot sustain after 2 years, 3 years. Because finally it is a rat race. Society is a rat race. People want to take over you. They will try to take you down so that they become prominent. So life is a race. So please Come out of this particular social blocks, social activities. Come out. Talk to people. Shake hands. You can feel the warmness of the hands, the affection of the hands if you shake your hands with people. The society is changed, not like the way we were brought up. When we were brought up, I don't know, people agree here. After 6 o'clock, I cannot see any girls outside the house. Which is very rare. We can see them only in temple. So we all used to go standing in temple. Does the society was like that? But now it's different. That shows the society has opened up, started accommodating. We also started respecting the ladies and girls. So it's good. Environment is good. I'm not telling it's bad. It's very good. But still you are living small things which you feel that is important. It's not correct. Please talk to your parents, talk to your friends, and talk to your colleagues. This will make you feel more confident and comfortable. Next, coming to the third A, that is act. It is more associated with initiatives. For example, when you will act only when you are confident. Correct? Some project is given to you or some assignment is given to you. How will you take initiative? Only when you are confident of the subject. Only when you are aware that I can handle this particular thing without any problem. So that means you have to be confident. How this confidence will come? Again, the factor 1, accumulate. We have to have knowledge, we have to have intelligence, we have to have everything what I told you in factor 1. That is the number 1, accumulate. If you have those things in your mind and within you, you can initiate the right direction and you lead to your correct destination. So acting is very important. You have to be very confident and you have to take the correct decision. How decision will come? Only if you are confident about yourself, you take the correct decisions. So these are very important. To be confident in your career and you will sustain for long duration. You should not live like just today as just show my presence and I am away. No. You have to sustain. The sustainability happens only if you are confident. The confidence comes because of the knowledge, because of curiosity, because of your eagerness to know things. So this comes automatically. So my third point was act. Next final point from my side is action, which is very, very important. As you are aware, we all spend a lot of time. As an young age, you don't realize what is right, what is wrong. That's age. Everybody has gone through it, including me. But